Hello guys! Oops. let's turn that off. Okay, that's much better. And I just realized I do not have my lighting on. So hold on and let me see if that makes a difference. Let me reach over here. Oh, that should make a little bit of a difference. Sometimes it makes it worse. How's everyone doing this afternoon? Welcome. I'm so glad you guys could join me today. We're going to paint some pretty ornaments. So much fun. Let me make sure I can see your comments and all of that. Let me put the banner up. So if you guys did not get your text notification that I was going live, make sure you text me at that number on the bottom of your screen. Hey, Kristen, how are you? And just text, hey, and then that'll put you on my list. And so you get a text message when I get ready to go live. Okay, so sorry, I'm a hot mess today. I've been out in my garage cutting out wood. So we're going to go over how to do these night skies. I had a lot of people ask me yesterday. These are the new Snowman family ornaments. Okay, so I have a picture that I posted on my page yesterday. So they come in all different family combinations. Okay, so basically at a minimum, you would have 2 adult snowmen. And then you have combinations of either 1 adult snowman and 1 snow kid. I'm calling them snow kids, all the way up to 6 snow kids. So 1 adult all the way up to 6 snow kids, or 2 adults all the way up to 6 snow kids. So that, or maybe it's, wait, I think it might be 1 adult up to 7. I think it is, because it's up to families of 8. So I tried to squeeze 8 on there. As much as I could. I've got a bunch cut out over here. Some of these still have the masking on them, so that's why they look like this. This one does not have the masking. So like here's one of the snowmen with the snow kids, and then like this one would be, this has masking on it, but this one would be like 2 of the adults and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 kids. Okay, so you see what I mean? This one, the masking I already took off. That's 1 adult and 6 kids. So it goes all the way up. I think I cut them. Did I cut them all out? Hold on. So I've got 2. That's 2 and 6 kids. Yeah, 6 kids. So 8. So I tried to make it as much as, like, as many snowmen as I could on there. So where's my mouse? So I can see. Oh, sorry. I've got like so much paint on my desk because I'm using all these different colors. So let me see if I can see your comments. Hey, Renee and Charlie and Sandra, how are y'all doing? Thank you, Sandra. That's so sweet. I love these 2. They're so much fun. Okay, so in addition to the getting the combinations of different like snow people, you get the different sayings. Okay, so you can do let it snow. Okay, so let it snow. Merry Christmas 2021. You don't have to put the year on there. Like the year is grouped separately. So if you don't want the year on there, or obviously next year you'd want to change the group. So you could like put a new group. Change the group. Change the year. So you could like put a different year. So anyway, but the phrases are Merry Christmas, Our First Christmas Together, Let It Snow, and just plain Christmas. And then you can do like the family name on here, or just a name. If you just want to put like a first name and just like put maybe like 1 snowman on there, I guess you could do that. So anyway, yeah, that's what we have for these. And then as you can see, I just painted them all different ways. So like you can engrave the trees on the back. Okay, so this is engraved. Now, obviously, if you engrave the trees, it's going to take more time. So like this ornament, to do the front, because this is 2 layers, the front and the back, on my Glowforge took 15 minutes. But if you want to just do the score of the trees, okay, see how I just scored it on there? Then that took 5 minutes. So it cuts down the time significantly. Now, of course, if you have a bigger laser, it's probably going to be a lot quicker. And then you can paint the snow, not paint the snow. Now these I cut out of draft board. Okay, so that draft board that comes with your Glowforge, I had a coupon for like 40% off. So I ordered a whole bunch more of it. And I love it because it's just drop and go. Like you just stick it in the Glowforge and you just go, and it engraves beautifully. So I did this with that draft board on just the draft board settings. But today I'm going to show you, I cut 2 of the front pieces out of whiteboard. Okay, so this is my whiteboard that I always use, which is the one that's black on the back that you get at Home Depot or Lowe's. And it's engraves, really nicely. And it's just easy. You don't have to, I don't mask it when I don't know about if you do it with Glowforge, but for the, I don't think it matters what you cut it on, like what you cut and engrave it on, because you don't have to mask it because the way, like, that whiteboard is, you can just wipe it off. Like I just take Windex and a paper towel after it's all done engraving and cutting, and I just wipe it off, and it just wipes right off. So, oh, thank you, Kristen. Okay, so I'm just going to show you because everybody was like, how do you paint those really pretty night skies? Well, y'all know I always tell you that I'm not the best painter in the world. I am not good at painting. Y'all are usually a lot better at painting than me. So I'm going to show you how I did that. It's super simple. And I'm going to do these two ornaments with the whiteboard. And then I went ahead. This still has the masking on it, and I did engrave these instead of scoring them. Okay, so they are still masked. And I'm going to pull the masking off. Let's see. You can either do like use a weeding tool to do this, or I use the what is it? Gorilla brand duct tape, the black duct tape. And that just pulls it right off like so. Now, what I did, I wish I had one to show you that's scored and not engraved. I don't have one to show you today that's just scored. But if you're going to do the ones that are scored, okay, so in other words, if you're scoring the trees instead of engraving them like I did, then leave your masking on the trees while you're painting, okay? Because that just makes it so much easier to get your painting nice and neat and clean. You don't really need to worry about that with the engraving because the paint really doesn't get down in the engraving anyway, so it's not an issue. I guess I could have gotten a bigger piece of tape to get all this off. So I'm just trying to get like all these little pieces off. So when I use this tape on top of this engraving, I'll show you up close in a minute, it pulls off a little bit of like the burn that's down in there. I'll show you what I mean. Let me get another piece of tape. Let me use the edge of this one. Okay, so I'm just going to kind of do this on top of the burn area because this is what it does. It makes it, at least on the draft board, this is what it does. See, I don't even know if you can see that on camera. See how it's like it pulls a little bit of that burn color out of there, that, that darker color. I like that. I think that looks pretty on the trees. I think it just gives the trees a little bit of dimension. So I kind of like that that happens when you use the tape. I am hot today, y'all. Goodness gracious. I don't know why. I think it's hot in here because the air's not cutting on because it's like the same temperature inside as it is outside. It's that time of year in the fall that it does that, Okay, so let me pull this off. And then, of course, you'd want to pull it off the back, too, because this is masked on the back, but I'm not going to worry about that right now. Let me just see if I can get the edge of this. That stuff is stuck on there, isn't it? Hey, Terry, how are you? Sorry, y'all are hearing the dinging on my computer. I always forget to turn that off. It's my email. Mostly junk email, I'm sure. Too much junk email. All right, come on off of there. This is some good masking. I could probably just get my weeding tool out and get it, but I'm being lazy. Okay, I think that is all of it, except that little piece right there. Okay, so all of the masking is off. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to make it look like there's snow on the bottom of these. So I'm just taking a brush and some white chalk paint. I always use chalk paint on draft board because draft board soaks up acrylic paint. And so if you're doing white, it really takes like 3 coats. All right, so I'm just going to do, I don't even have to paint all the way to the bottom because it's not going to show. So I'm just going to do some white for my snow. If I had an angled brush, I'd be happier, but I didn't grab an angled brush. I always like my angled brushes better. And I tried this with my Posca white pen. That's not going to work on draft board. But of course, you can just use regular wood for this. Okay. Yeah, but it's not going to be dark enough of a white to work on there. Okay, so those that's all the white paint that you need on those. Are you using 1/8 or 1/4 inch draft board and white? This is 1/8 inch draft board. Yeah, 1/8 inch. Okay, so now make sure all your little holes are punched out. So like there's holes, and then there's stars, and then there's like the Christmas star. I guess I'm gonna call it the Christmas star is what I imagine that is. I imagined that to be when I did it. Okay, so the little dots, can look kind of like snow, but basically when you have this hanging on a tree, the lights are going to shine like through those holes, through the stars behind it, and just like light up your ornaments. It's gonna be really pretty. Hey Kay, how are you? I haven't talked to you in forever. So yeah, you can poke those little holes through with your like with a weeding tool if they don't come out when you get them out of your machine. Okay, so now let's do the part that everyone is asking about. Whoops, I'm getting paint on my stick already. All right, so I just took a few colors of acrylic paint. I'm going to start with my blue. Let me do this size. And this blue is Deco Art Ocean Blue. It's a pretty blue color. And I'm getting it on, let me make sure y'all can see what I'm doing over here. I've got a paper plate and I've just got some colors and I'm just dabbing it real good. You don't want a whole lot of paint on your sponge. And I'm using like a medium-sized sponge stick here, okay? Not a real big one, not a real small one. The real small ones tend to like bend up a little bit. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just lightly go in circles like this. Just like that. And then I'm going to take my next color, which I'm going to do this pink color. And this pink color is Carousel Pink, also by Deco Art. And I'm going to start up at the top and I'm going to blend that in. And just kind of go down towards the blue. And see how that blends together and makes kind of a pretty purple. All right, now I'm going to take my blue again. I'm not going to put any more paint on the blue. I'm just taking the same one and I'm just going back over it just to kind of blend those together a little bit more. So that is all I did to get that night sky. Whoops, I'm sorry. I'm trying to stay in camera here. That's all I did. So then you would just glue your top piece on there like that. Isn't that pretty? I just love them. I think they're so pretty. And I'll show you how to glue them and put the string and the little beads on in just a second. We'll do another night sky. So this one, let me see. What colors are we going to do? We're going to do the, let me try purple. And this purple is Deco Art Wild Orchid. All right, so same thing. We're going to start at the bottom and we're just going to lightly, I'm not pushing hard. I'm just blending like this. And I kind of like if I don't get it in the trees too much because it makes it look like there's still some light behind the trees. Like, you know how when the sun sets and it just looks really pretty with that kind of little bit of sunlight peeking behind the trees? That's what I'm going for. And then I'm taking my favorite color, which is Sea Breeze. I don't know why I always forget the name of my favorite color. I want to call it like Bermuda or something. I always want to call it Bermuda. I don't know why. So I'm taking that. So it's Sea Breeze. And then I'm going to start up here. And I probably had a little bit too much paint on there. Hold on, let me get Don't want too much paint on there. You definitely want it to be a hazy looking blend. Okay, just like that. And then you're going to grab the purple again and not put any more paint on it. And just go back and just kind of blend it. It's so simple. It's so fast. You just like that. And if you want that a little bit more blended, you can kind of go like that. Make it blend a little bit more. But I just love, I don't know, I love blending these colors. I just think they're so pretty. So just like that. All right, so let me glue those on. I did not grab my glue. Where is my glue? My Stick Fast ran out. And, oh shoot, where'd I put it? Here it is. I've got my little Gorilla. I ordered a big bottle of Stick Fast because that is my favorite. But here's my little Gorilla Glue. Let me see. Coming out. All right, so we're going to put the glue on this part. You don't need a ton of glue. And if you guys get this file, I put the name of the fonts in the listing description on Etsy. So if you're ever trying to do your own names and you want the fonts to be the same as the one that I used, then the font names are in the listing description. Okay, so then we're going to just take our clamps and clamp that. And we'll do the same with this one. Oh, you know what, Kelly? You're probably right. The Bermuda color for Stampin' Up, because I used to sell Stampin' Up. What was it called? Bermuda what? Bermuda Bay? Is that it? I want to say it was Bermuda Bay. You're probably right. That is probably why I call it that. Now for the larger families, you're not going to see the snow quite as much behind the snowmen. That glue dries really fast, y'all. So be prepared. Don't dawdle on getting your things where you want them with that glue. Okay. Yeah, Bermuda Bay. That's so funny. I forgot about that. All right, so yep, it dries pretty quick. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to take some really thin twine, and I can't remember where I got this, probably either Walmart or Amazon, because I've bought it at both places before. You want your twine to be like really thin because you want it to fit in your wood beads. And I got the wood beads on Amazon as well. Okay, so, well, let me put it through the thing first. That would make sense. All right, put it through here. And then just like that. And I put 2 on each one. And of course, you could do different colors. Like different colored beads. You could do ribbon. This one does not want to go through there. I might have to grab another one. No, it doesn't want to go through. There we go. Okay, so then just do a little knot, of course, at the top. But like I said, you could do ribbon, you could do whatever you wanted on the top of those. Just makes them pretty, just like that. And the link to this file, if you guys want it, is in the video description. I'm tired. It is that time of year. It's hot in here. I'm going to go cut the AC down. I can't stand it anymore. Here it is October, and I'm going to go, or not down, I'm going to turn it up. I'm going to turn the temperature down. It is just making me sleepy. It's just like a dreary, cloudy day. So it's making me tired. That. Tie your little knot. Snippy snip, and you are good to go. You've got a pretty ornament. Of course, you're going to want to take your, you see the Glowforge scan thing? I'm going to want to take that off the back. Where's my weeding tool? Yeah, I forgot to weed the back of the ornament. Not weed, but pull off the masking paper off the back. There we go. Okay, so that is our first one. I really like them with the whiteboard. I think that might be my favorite. And I'm going to try, some of y'all have told me that you're doing the whiteboard that comes, that's 1/8 of an inch thick. And my whiteboard, I don't know how thick it is, but I feel like it's thicker than 1/8 inch, but not as thick as 1/4 inch. That's what I feel like my whiteboard is. And there's another whiteboard that I saw somebody was talking about that does not have the black on the back. And so I'm imagining that when it cuts, it probably cuts on the Glowforge easier because it's not as thick. But I'm imagining that it also doesn't leave that black stuff all over your hands like this whiteboard does, because this whiteboard makes mess. It leaves black stuff all over you. You have to like take baby wipes and wipe it all off. So anyway, it's doable, but I'm going to try the other kind that does not leave the black all over you. Okay, so there's our 2 ornaments. Pretty. And then, like I said, you know, you can do lots of different combinations with leaving them natural, with painting the snow, not painting the snow, engraving, scoring, whatever you want to do. There's like lots of options for those. So, okay, so that's basically it. It's like super easy to paint the night sky. I told you guys, like, don't fret over it, because if I can paint it, y'all can paint it, because I'm not that great of a painter. So, okay, I hope that y'all enjoyed that and that it was helpful, and thank y'all for joining me. I have got, if you notice, I've been putting out a lot of Christmas files because I love Christmas and it is my favorite time of year to make files. So I've got the letter boards and I've got the countdown calendars. Those are 2 of the things that I've been working the most on. I have another countdown calendar that is a Christmas story themed that's going to come out hopefully tomorrow. I have some mini. Okay, so y'all who are in my SVG Clubhouse, the mini Halloween rainbows, the tiered tray, like little round signs that had the Halloween rainbows on them. That's only a group file, but I have a Christmas version that's going to be available to everyone. So that's also hopefully going to get posted this week. I've already cut them out. So I'm hoping to go live sometime soon doing those rainbows. And then I have like a few more files. I have like a snowman sign that I'm doing. So I have some other things that's going to be coming out. So y'all stay tuned, and I hope you enjoyed this file as much as I enjoyed creating it. And I hope y'all have a wonderful week, and I'll talk to you soon. Thanks for joining me. Bye.